Hey, Ed, hey, load and lock, man. Here you go.
Load and lock.
So you'll see, Ed, that there's no wines behind you because we're moving.
Yeah.
To a very hip, cool place that we built, or building, which is to ultimately be a food and wine experience as well as a brew pub or some sort. Mm-hmm. So our next podcast will be in our new studio.
Wowie kazowie.
Yeah, it's kind of cool.
There'll probably be stucco hanging and wires.
No, it's gonna, man, Jeremy's done an incredible job. But this is April Vintners 2016, and Ed Macion is here because I'm so happy that Ed's here. When you said, like, earlier you said something about, well, we've reviewed 622 wines according to somebody on the web who follows us. I don't know who's calculated what, but that's I find that very interesting that somebody's calculated the number of wines that we've reviewed.
Well, actually, now it's 630.
Yeah, that's right. This is four. and then.
Well,
that doesn't include, you're talking about 40 years ago when we featured the Louis Martini Merlot, all those wines that we've been reviewed by the Wine of the Month Club for all these years.
Well, I know, but don't forget, back then there were only 2 wines. Now we got 12.
That's true.
So it goes up logarithmically. Anyway, our first
your
one,
mathematics are really kind of
they're really amazing. Yeah, I surprised myself. Well, I'm a number savant.
Catching up on the Louis Martini Merlot, which we talked about this a little bit ago. Louis Martini being the mainstay of wine, certainly in the 70s. What are they doing now?
They're making the best wines they've ever made. Actually, they're owned by Gallo.
Oh, they are. Okay.
Yeah, I mean, Michael Martini is a very good friend of mine. Is still there.
Mr. Martini, they would call him, like in the One Flew Over the Cuckoo's Nest.
No. Chateau Soubiran from what's how do you pronounce this? Soubiran, Momandis.
Mom and Day.
Yeah, which is sort of near Bordeaux.
Mom and Day.
And it's Merlot and Malbec. Beautiful bottle of wine.
Who brought this in for us? Patrick Soubiran.
Cavs du Marmande. No, I don't know.
I don't know who brought it in.
Isn't your lady Claire? Didn't Claire do this?
It is Claire, yeah. Wow, what a nose.
This is a pretty substantial wine. It's still got some ringing tannins to it. But
but that fruit component is huge.
It's really pretty
sort of
wine.
new age, it's new world.
New world-ish.
And you certainly get the Malbec at the finish.
Yeah, the Malbec's got that little, that punch and that tightness, but you still get some softness from the Merlot.
But the import statement's not on here. How's it?
Oh, it's probably, maybe in the front. It's okay, they don't care.
Yeah, right.
Anyway. So, we're happy. $25 on the shelf, $12.99 reorder price. That is like half price. And I'm doing a 94.
I'm going to do 95, but I just want to find out why it's not on the...
Because it's illegal, and you're going to get arrested for selling illegal wine.
Well, you know that the guy that got busted by the feds for faking all the first growth was in Arcadia.
No, I didn't know that. Yeah, he was selling them to the Chinese.
Yeah.
Yeah, well.
It was right down the street from here.
Really? And
he never approached us, though.
Surprising.
I know.
Okay, next. Favola Grillo. This is one of
You
my...
have it. Oh, I have it.
Oh, yeah. This is one of my favorite white wines, Grillo. Right there, along with...
well, I love these Sicilian varietals.
The Sicilian whites, they used to be terrible. They used to be oxidized, burnt, tasted like burnt orange.
Oh my goodness!
But now they're just fresh and fruity.
Wild.
And,
Oh, seriously, what a crazy nose! This has got so much fruit in it.
Oh, it's just a delicious, wonderfully fragrant white wine that is just a fabulous thing. I mean, it's a beautiful thing.
This no import statement. Oh, D'Aquino. Oh, this is from
D'Aquino.
D'Aquino. Okay, D'Aquino. This is. I mean, you want to do business with a family, an Italian family, and they bring the whole family here. Patricia comes, the new husband comes, the father comes, and they.
There's a new husband. I didn't get a chance.
Well, the old husband really wasn't an old husband, but It's just so funny because they're extremely pleasant to be with, and we love talking wines with them, and I love doing business with them. And this is one of the reasons. Something about Sicilian wines with that offshore Mediterranean salty air that all have that component of it. And I love it.
Well, and the closer you get to Mount Etna, which is where these grapes come from, the more volcanic soil you come into play with, and that just gives
That's amazing.
Product to the wine that's so unique. Very
This
unique.
is such a shellfish wine. It's like,
oh, as it ever. Absolutely.
Well,
Lobster, shrimp, crab. Oh.
but not as shellfish as you are.
Anyway, $22.99 on the shelf, which is a killer price anyway. $11.99.
I just want to smell it.
You know, I think it's out of this world. I'm doing a 98. I love this
I'll
one.
do 98.
I really love this one.
It's really special.
Delicious.
It's so fun.
And now for something completely different from the same producer, just to make it easy for me to write about.
Well, when the guy's making good wines, and it's pretty rare that you'll find 2 or 3 wines in the portfolio from one winemaker that we like, but this is clearly the case.
Yeah, and Nero Diavolo is a phenomenal grape. It really is. It's really come into its own.
Victoria. This is actually a town. This is from the main island, though. It's not from Sicily.
It's from southern Italy, though.
Wow. What a fun nose.
Wow, it's really interesting. It's got almost like a brick sort of smell to it, and then some licorice.
Mm-hmm. I'm going to tell you right now, that was one of the most complex Nero Diavolos I've ever had. Usually it's just fruit.
Well, no, but this has got plums and
dried plums.
It's even actually got some white stone fruits smells in there, like a white nectarine or white peach, you know.
In Chinatown, in Los Angeles, in the old days when I was a kid, they used to have a plum candy. And it was a wafer, and I used to love it. And this is the nose. I haven't smelled this in 35 years.
It's delicious. Absolutely.
Since I was a kid 35 years ago.
Yeah, I was a kid 35 years ago. An older kid, but I was a kid.
This is driving me crazy.
This is really delicious wine. This is $22.99 on the shelf, which is still a great price. $12.99 read order, and I'm doing a 97.
I'll do 96.
Okay.
That is really something. That's too fun. Both those wines are really fun.
Those are fabulous, both of them. My favorite grape, Riesling. It never ends. You know, I don't know what to do.
Load it.
Lock and load.
I swear, I walk into Toys R Us. We're looking for a gift for a nephew or something. And I go, "Oh, this is perfect for Ed." All right. You know, this is. I know you had trouble finding data on this wine, but it's Rheinhessen. It's classic Riesling, and it's Qualitas wine.
Well, the reason why I had problems finding it is because it's basically a co-op, you know, and co-ops are not necessarily or weren't. Put it this way, weren't necessarily known.
A German co-op is interesting. Yeah.
For making really good wine. They just were a bunch of growers. They had to do something to sell their wine, so you know they all got together and formed this co-op. And then the wines are normally pretty pathetic. But these wines are now better than ever, and this is a perfect example.
I think this is just classic Riesling from the area.
It's beautiful Riesling. Now, the Rheinhessen is a huge, it's the biggest area in Germany for growing grapes, and they don't necessarily grow Riesling, which, of course, is their grape to fame, but there's a fair amount of Riesling grown there, and it still has that signature stony, rocky soil that you just can't
apricot nose, a little kerosene in the nose. It's all there.
It's beautiful. It's beautiful wine.
Great
and,
value.
you know, for $22.99, it's a great deal because Rieslings are getting to be very expensive because people are writing about it and others are buying it. And then they keep buying more and the price goes up. $12.99 on a reorder, and I'm doing a 96.
I'll match that 96. Sounds like a really good wine.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's really, really delicious.
Well, that was really fun. That was a fun set of wines, you know?
That was a fun set of wines.
Some wines are just really good values, but that was just really fun because they were just interesting character. Unlike you.
And that's our show for the Vintners Series, April 2016.